What's going on, guys? My name is Real Nick Seal, and today I'm actually by myself for once. It's not a good thing, not a bad thing necessarily. I'm doing a solo movie review for the movie Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. Unfortunately, Robina could not be here today, so I'm doing this movie review by myself. Hope that's alright with you all. So we're just going to give this a try out and see if I can do this on my own. Alright, this movie was based on the French comic series Valerian and Laureline, who's also known as Valerian Spatio-Temporal Agent, or simply Valerian, which started in 1967 in a magazine and was completed in 2010. They have been compiled into a graphic novel and format and translated into several different languages. This movie was written and directed by Luc Besson and co-produced by Besson and his wife. Luc Besson's notable works include, but not limited to, co-writing all three of the Taken films, and he worked on the 2007 Hitman, and he also directed The Messenger, the story of Joan of Arc. Don't know too much about that one, but he did a lot of work in France and a lot of French movies, so he has a very, very large filmography, which is pretty impressive. Not too much that I've seen other than Taken, Hitman. There's a couple of other movies in there as well. The story follows Agent Valerian, who's played by Dane DeHaan. I'm really hoping to pronounce that name right. And Agent Laureline, who's played by Cara Delevingne. I'm really sorry about mispronouncing your name. I believe it's French, so it's kind of hard for me to say anyway. I don't know French at all, so I just speak Spanish. So. As I recall, to the City of a Thousand Planets to complete a mission that they started on in the beginning of the film. And that beginning mission is used to introduce us to them and how they work together as a team. Upon arrival, things are not as they seem, and aliens attack the giant city ship for unknown reasons at the time. A hidden plot is unveiled through the detective work from both Valerian and Laureline working together, and in some cases on their own. Sometimes they're forced to be split up, which is not so good for them overall. The plot puts into question everything they know, and they'll test the limits of their loyalty to the human race and to each other. I don't want to spoil the entire movie for you, so I'll stop right about there. Just know it follows Laureline and Valerian going through this entire mission together, and it's putting their loyalty to each other to the test, as I just said. It primarily follows Valerian and his hot-headedness, his loyalty to his military and his rank, and at the same time his womanizing nature. He loves being around the ladies, and he's willing to settle down and be with Laureline. I don't know how old they are. They look like they're kids to me, and that's kind of young age to be settling down and thinking about marriage and all the other stuff. But who am I to judge? Now, I'm going to rate this movie probably, I don't know if I'm going to rate this movie too much, probably a 7. So there's a reason for that. The music was there, nothing very memorable. It was in the background, adding some emotion, especially during the emotional parts. There's heroic music playing during the heroic parts, but it was nothing to write home about. It was nothing great. This was one of the movies where music makes the movie. Let's see. The actors, according to my understanding of the comic series, they were pretty accurate. That being, Valerian started as a hero, and in the comic series, and a model soldier, which is accurate. He valued his honor and loyalty to the military above all else, which, as I said earlier. While at the same time, in the series, he slowly became a ladies' man. He started coming to work drunk more and such like that, failing missions. Laureline, on the other hand, which actually that's how Valerian was in the movie now, not womanizing, but ladies' man, trying to drink on the job, not very, very unproductive. He was trying to be show-offy and all that stuff. Laureline, on the other hand, was fiery and passionate about what she believes in, even if it counters her loyalty to the military, their group she's part of. The older generals and the leaders, however, they're all played fairly well, giving orders and expecting them to obey. They had a stoic approach. The stark contrast to the sci-fi setting, definitely. Their old school military. They had sci-fi with like crazy aliens coexisting with the humans. I say crazy aliens because they're like fish people. They're tentacles. They don't look human at all. You're remotely human. They have like outer exoskeleton and machine parts, glass bowls, everything. So they're just really strange looking, and then you have these military commanders who are in full suits, ranks, medals, something we're familiar with, but maybe alien to aliens. And what they seem as normal may seem very strange what we're wearing. So that was an interesting way. That was very strange. They're having their same military clothing and appeal they had in the old days, and they're still trying to put it forward to the alien things going on here. The overall story is mildly believable, with the exception to me anyway, that it being the City of 1,000 Planets itself. It started out as the International Space Station. It's an alternate reality, so it didn't really happen. It was back in, I think, the 80s when it first started, the concept first started. Other countries would slowly join the space program. They send their own little module up, connect to the space station. It would slowly grow, and that nation would now have representatives in space, starting their plans. They'd intermix their technology and knowledge, and it kept growing as more nations added their modules and their knowledge into the space station. Eventually, I think 2020, I think it was, or whatever the year, I can't remember, an alien joined in. Humans were scared at first, but they accepted them. The alien joined in, and they had a massive approach, and suddenly all the aliens started coming. Thousands of different species started joining in, until the space station was a giant, almost like a moon. But it was so close to the Earth, it was threatening the Earth. So they had to get rid of it. Not blow it up. They just took it off the orbit and sent it out into space as a voyage of peace and understanding, going to collect other species, just explore the universe. But the issue being, who here ever watched the movie Armageddon? If you look back and see the giant meteor that's heading towards Earth that was covered in a blue aura or ice, just jagged pieces floating everywhere, and steam bursting out of it in various places. That's what it's similar to what the International Space Station or the ship eventually became. It was a giant ball, things jutting out of it, ships flying around it because they just doing repairs and stuff like that. But there are holes everywhere, and it looked like it was a giant ball strung together of parts. There appeared to be so many holes, and nothing alive should exist on it. It was unmonitorable, even. It was so big, it couldn't be perfectly monitored. Alien species, the one who caused the issue in the movie in the first place, they were able to get on board, go to the center of this craft, and do their plan without even being detected until partway through the movie. So, how would they get in there without being detected? There was no, surely every single dock would be monitored, but they managed to get in with no catastrophic failure, no explosions, so I don't know how, maybe some sort of gravity well, maybe there's an atmosphere around it or something, but it just seemed very unrealistic to me, and given our current technology level, that this thing could even exist without in the vacuum of space. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it had its own gravity, had its own atmosphere or something, I don't know. They didn't really expound about it in the movie too much, and I didn't really watch too much of the comic series. But that's also why I love this movie, because it is a sci-fi movie. It's not supposed to be based on realism. It's supposed to be based on science fiction, mystery, not mystery so much, but fantasy, aliens, stuff we don't know exists, imagination stuff. It doesn't have to conform to what we perceive as real, because it's an alternate reality. Anyway, that's pretty much what I had. I had some minor issues. The action was amazing. The fight scenes are pretty damn good. The actors did really well. Music not that well. The effects are really done really well. That's the very reason I rated an average, for me, a 7. So if you had any opinions of this movie or want to bring something up that I missed, please let me know in the comment section down below. And remember to like, subscribe, and share this video so others can enjoy it as well. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
Welcome to Alpha. The city of 1,000 planets, where for hundreds of years, every species has shared their knowledge and their intelligence with each other.